Hi everyone, it's Sailor Mimzy. Today's video I'm going to be doing a flip through of an old journal from 2 years ago. So here it is. Let's zoom in a little bit. Oh, wrong way. So this is my journal that was in the Mikhail reused notebook that I've separated so it's in a smaller format. And last time we left off it was in December. I'm pretty sure it was the 15th where we stopped. Alright, so we'll continue on from the 16th. So this tape was from IKEA. Came in a 3-pack, I believe. I wonder if I still have any more of it left. There was quite a bit that was on a roll. They're really nice colors and prints too. And the sticker came from a vintage looking Christmas set from the dollar store? Dollar Tree, yeah. And this came from the dollar store as well. I think this came from the dollar store. I don't remember. This came from a flyer or a magazine. And this came from medicine because I was on medicine for some reason. All I wrote here was, I keep forgetting to take my medicine. Oops. Why am I on medicine? I forget. I'm rarely on medicine too, so I should know why I'm on medicine. Anyways, so complaining that it's cold. My mom bought Sadie Christmas themed overalls. They're red and corduroy and it's trimmed with white. It's very cute. They were a little bit snug on Sadie when we tried them on her. So my mom's gonna, well she did, make extenders so that it fit her. And my writing here, oh, my brother got into a car accident. Everyone's okay. A guy who looked like, this is to quote my brother, he said that the guy that hit his car looked like a dirty version of Jim Halpert from The Office. Yeah, everyone's okay though, so that's good. And writing about how I was failing my no spend December because I went to the thrift store. That's where I found that pretty star-shaped bento that I used to keep my cutouts and stuff in. As well as I found this bag, this tote bag for $3 as well. When I was talking about Secret Santa, I got my husband for Secret Santa this year. I bought a really old computer software. It was in mint condition and like still wrapped when I bought it from the thrift store. What did I buy my husband for Christmas? I think I bought him a video game and then I packaged the video game inside of the old computer software packaging that I bought from Value Village that day. Or from the thrift store, I should say. Oh, and this is just a list of the things that my husband gave me for our little advent calendar. And then there's a card that I included in here. Cute sparkly snowman. And there was a joke here. I put another groaner. Why can't you tell jokes to an egg? Because it will crack up. Ha ha. Okay, the next day I have, so day 17 of our advent calendar. My husband gave me, looks like candies and animal shaped erasers and a coupon type thing to do my chores. Yeah, this jacket, I found it at the dollar store here for Sadie, and it's actually a thick kind of like trench coat. Well, obviously it's not a trench coat because dogs can't wear, I'm sure dogs can wear trench coats. Anyways, getting off track there. It is a style of a trench coat and it has a fleece lining in it, and then the outer part is like a wool kind of, I want to say it's like a knit. But yeah, and then like instead of just regular buttons on the back strap, there are these huge like jewels. Very cute. And it was at the dollar store, so it was I think $3 at the most. And you were just doing a lot of errands and stuff for Christmas that we were doing. So yeah, when I found this, I was out shopping with my mom on her side of the city. And there's another sticker from that. Oh, it's like there's a glare in it. It's from that Dollar Tree vintage Christmas sticker set I have. Oh, and this actually, as well as this doodle of Sadie, we're done with the 10-in-1 ink pen color thingies. Those huge pens from Michael's. So I had udon and sake maki for dinner. So fantastic, it says. It's been a while since I've had udon. I just haven't been wanting it right now. Oh, and I tried this pop for the first time. There's no caffeine. It's called Blue Sky. It was cherry vanilla creme. It was very yummy. And my husband and I were playing video games that night, listening to a podcast. I listened to a podcast about the Oak Island Money Pit, which creeped me out. Oh, and these circles, they're red. I don't know if you can see, they're kind of shiny. But I think that was from packaging on something. I just used my circle hole punch and then just cut it in half like that for decoration. Oh, and here's a quote from the wonderful Michael Scott. It's never too early for ice cream, Jim, but we didn't have any ice cream, so this is mayonnaise and black olives. So gross. Okay, December 18th, we're getting closer to Christmas. This is just a cutout from a magazine. It was a little article about the date. So the last date of this century that will have a consecutive pattern. So 12, 13, 14. December 13th, 2014. That was interesting. And then the stuff that my husband gave me for our advent calendar. This is actually a cutout from, I think, a flyer or an ad probably. I just thought it was really pretty. I really like the colors and patterns in there. And this is from the IKEA tape set that I mentioned earlier. Yeah, so just some washi here. This actually, the stripes at the top, oh, there's that glare. The stripe at the top is sticky notes or page flags. And then this sticker came from flyers. It came along with this. I'm trying to figure out where this came from. Oh, I wrote that and decorated it with just white pen. I actually cut this off. So I just wanted to use this here, and then I didn't want to waste the excess I cut off, so I ended up using it there. This is a sticker from Dollarama, or Dollar Tree I should say. Oh, we went to go see Hobbit, Battle of the Five Armies. We watched it in a high frame rate, so it looked really weird. Like the quality of the movie looked so high def, it looked like a live televised theatrical production. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. So I went and talked about things I liked and didn't like. Yeah, moments that I was like, what? Why is this happening in this movie? So there's a little ranting here. Yeah, I love the rabbits. Radagast's rabbits were so cute and cool. Oh, in this case, it was day 19 of our advent calendar thing. And the joke that I got this time had no answer. So I had to Google the answer. So the joke was, what do you get when you cross a snowman with a vampire? And there's a French joke underneath it, but the French joke is not the same joke as the one above it. And I know that just because I understand some of the words. So I had to Google it, and the answer was frostbite. How did I not guess that? This is a moleskin. Did I buy a moleskin? That could be my husband's. I don't remember buying a blank one. Alright. Oh yeah, and here are things that I loved about that Hobbit movie. So one of the things I loved was the elk that Thranduil rode on. I hope I said that right. Basically Legolas's father. And the second thing I loved about the movie was Thranduil. So Legolas's father. He's so pretty. Sorry, this caught my eye. I was reading this. So we sat in front of loud narrators at the theater. At one point, my husband thanked the woman sarcastically for stating the obvious. That's one of the things we can't stand, people speaking loudly during a movie. Oh, it drives me nuts. Okay. The 20th. Oh, this is a receipt. I bought a mug that I really wanted from Starbucks. It was on sale, so I got it for $15. Yay! Oh, so for our advent calendar thing, it came with ready-made stickers, so it looks like this. My husband, I think he got confused, or he used too many at a time, I forget, but he ended up having to make new stickers. And the joke that came in this one was, what do you get from a pampered cow? Spoiled milk. 5 days left till Christmas. So I went shopping at a mall I don't usually go to, and it looked completely different from when I last went. And then again, more decoration with the same washi that I've been using. And the IKEA tape, of course. The story behind this. My sister and I were leaving the mall and heading to another store to go shopping that night. And this minivan was on the divider in the middle of the street. And the divider thingy was at least 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet tall. So I don't know how that little van got over that. Like, it wasn't a little van. I mean, it was very low to the ground. So it must have been going pretty fast. Alright, day 21 of our calendar. The joke here says, what did the chicken say? Meow, oink, bow wow, and moo. Oh, it should say why did the chicken say, but it says what did the chicken say. So he said it because he was studying foreign languages. Ha ha ha. I wonder if there's anybody that actually like laughs so hard at these cheesy little jokes. Oh gosh. So up here I wrote the whole Sony / the interview thing is nuts. So that was that movie that James Franco and Seth Rogen did a while ago, which I still haven't seen. But yeah, that whole thing was kind of crazy. Oh, my brother had a Christmas party the night before and there was tons of food. And he packed us some red velvet cupcakes, so it was the day after. So I had one of those. Yummy. And I had a headache this day. It was 4 more days until Christmas, but 3 days until our huge family Christmas party. And I was not done Christmas shopping. So I did a little portrait here of Sadie in her pig form. And this little story here is, it was so cute. Earlier my husband was on his way out to grab us dinner. He threw one of his gloves to see if Sadie would take it. She usually, like, she doesn't care about our clothes or anything like that belongs to us. But this time she surprised us and ran for it, took it, and she would not let go. She was determined to keep his glove. So I'm glad I wrote that down. I totally forgot about that. Little sweetie pie. Ooh, another Tellus ad. So I mentioned in my last flip through of this journal, like the first part of it, there's that company in Canada that does ads, and it's all very simple ads, but they use animals. They have like ads on TVs and like billboards and in magazines and stuff. So this is one of their ads. So cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyway, so before I tell you guys what I was just reading here. So you got a lot of tasks done today, feeling accomplished, and baked a cake for fun. So I took a picture like this. Oh, I don't know if you guys could see. It's kind of a small doodle. I used also that ballpoint pen to color it in. But I did take a picture of Sadie peeking over at the cake that I baked. And then this is cut out from, I think, an IKEA catalog or a flyer. I'm not sure. But okay, so I had 2 heart attacks today. The first one was I got home from work after 1 p.m. Traffic was nuts. Parked in the garage and got out of the vehicle hunched over because I hate setting off the alarm timer thingy. So I get out of the vehicle hunched over so that I won't so I won't be in like the sensor, I guess. So I stood up right before I got to the alarm panel and saw that the alarm wasn't even set. But I knew for a fact that when I left the house in the morning, I set the alarm. So I quickly went to the house and saw that our back door wasn't completely shut and I could hear Sadie barking like crazy. So immediately my heart sank when I saw that the back door wasn't locked all the way, because I know for sure I locked up and everything. First thought that came to mind was someone broke in and was hurting Sadie. That's like also one of my biggest fears and nightmares. So I had no plan. I just walked into the house and my husband was home early. Like 3 or 4 hours early from work. So I stood there for a moment and I had to calm myself down because my chest was just like, my chest was hurting because I was so scared. Like I've never felt like that really. It was so scary. But yeah, he had a half day at work and he didn't tell me. He didn't bother to tell me. Instead he gave me a heart attack. And the second heart attack of the day, I got a mark back on my assignment that I knew I did really well on it. I was very confident that I did well. When I saw my grade, it said F. I immediately freaked out. My insides were jumping and I was going to email my instructor and yeah. It turned out there was a error in the the system, I guess. And everyone who handed in that assignment got Fs. But really, I got an A+. So that worked out. So I had another headache that day, and I went to sleep, and I ended up missing a huge snowflake snowfall. That's my favorite kind of snowfall, when the snowflakes are huge and like chunky looking. And this is a cutout from, I think it was a movie magazine, but it's from that old, I guess, Rudolph movie. I've only seen it once, only because my husband made me. It's one of his favorite Christmas movies to watch. Alright, so it's the 23rd. And it's decorated. This is from a cutout from a magazine. And we have some bees, bee stamps that I colored in with pencil crayon. And yeah, the usual decor with the IKEA tapes. Oh, we had Christmas at our house for the first time. We usually have it at my parents'. So we had it at our house, hosting at our house this year, buffet style dining, a photo booth that my husband put together, and my aunt had prepared a trivia game, and she had prizes and everything, and karaoke. My family loves karaoke. And my husband had planned a bingo game with prizes as well. And oh, I attempted to make Yorkshire puddings for the first time too. They turned out yummy. Somebody, it's not me, is listening to Taylor Swift's Shake It Off while getting ready for tomorrow. And it wasn't Sadie, because Sadie doesn't have access to music, so it can only be another person. Not gonna say who. Alright, so it's the 24th. As you can see, I didn't do a whole lot of decorating, just because it was super busy that day. I think I might have been journaling on the side throughout the night, maybe. That's why there's not a lot of doodles and stuff. Anyway, so on this side, we have a card. I'm just gonna check it out. So I'll read some of the things that my husband wrote on this card. It's pretty funny. It's Christmas time, it came fast, but slow at the same time. I'll be glad when it's over, then we can get back to being us. You are going to have so much time to plan activities. And it goes on and on. It's very sweet. Oh, and he did a doodle here. Thank you for the pens. It's been my favorite Advent gift. I gave him a set of fine tip markers as one of the presents. It's so sweet. And then, so since we were both cooking, we only have one oven and a small kitchen. But I swiped this. My husband actually wrote up this schedule I swiped afterwards. So he had everything prepared, everything all scheduled for when it was going to be done. Or when to start cooking, I guess. Or to start prepping and then cooking it. Oh wow, I just did one thing. He did everything. He made meatballs, roasted veggies. Oh, the roasted veggies are for the soup he made. And he had chicken going, potatoes, and then the one thing I was contributing was the Yorkshire puddings, which was pretty easy to make. Well, this is kind of a sad joke. So the joke that came in my Advent calendar that day was, where do you find a dog with no legs? Right where you left him. That's sad. Oh yeah, so my aunt brought in trivia games, and it was all Christmas related, so it was really fun. And we also had a guessing game that she prepared. There was a door prize. Oh, I think my husband and I, yeah, everyone had to wear pajamas or onesies was our theme. And then if you took part in the dress up theme, then your name went into a ballot box to win. I think it was a gift card to Starbucks. I don't remember. But yeah, the night went by so fast. It was really fun. Lots of food. We're always afraid we're not going to have enough food when we have things like this. Okay, here's the 25th. The sparkly penguin. So here's the drawing. Look at that fancy snowflake he made. I don't know why he'd use the fine tip to try and fill in the whole tree. That's super sweet. And I'm not going to read what he wrote because it's really cheesy and I can't. It's too cute. so this cutout is from a magazine. And, oh, I think I did some writing about the previous day. So I was wearing my Batman onesie, complete with a cape. Husband was wearing a Superman onesie with a cape. And my sister bought her dog over, and she actually got him a Superman shirt, so it matched my husband's. And she got Sadie a Batman shirt, so she matched me. Here's my sad doodle of the Yorkshire puddings that I made. And we had dinner at my sister-in-law's as usual. That's where we have our Christmas dinner. She makes the best dinners. So good. Oh, and that night at my sister-in-law's we were trying to put together this wooden puzzle, and it was too hard. We couldn't do it. Even with the instructions and looking up the tutorial online. So I tried doing a crappy, well, it turned out to be a crappy doodle there of what it looked like. So husband and I slept in. We didn't go to bed till like early in the morning. So by the time I woke up, it was 2:30 in the afternoon. That's ridiculous. So when husband and I woke up, we did our gift exchange in bed after I woke up. We do that every year, usually. We were supposed to do we do this every year. We just get each other something small, but he went overboard, and he even got me a card, and I gave him a book, and I completely forgot to make him a card. So ridiculous. Okay, and here we have the 26th, Boxing Day. I think this paper here came from Smash, that brand Smash, and I ended up making like a pocket with it. Oh. My washi is failing me here. I made a pocket. And it's top 10 moments during the 24th, 25th, in no particular order. And it was just a list of the fun things that I enjoyed from our party and Christmas Day. It says here, oh yeah, on the 24th, I drank cranberry juice and cinnamon whiskey. It was called First Degree Burn. Very silly. Downton Abbey Christmas Special. I cried. What else is new? And this is a cutout from a magazine, I believe. It was just a picture of a bunch of Christmas lights bundled together, but I thought it looked really pretty. So I attempted to cut it out. It looks very crooked. And I just wrote on it with permanent marker. When Target was still here, it was a few months before Target left Canada. So at 6 in the morning, my husband and I went to Target. We very, very rarely ever go out Boxing Day shopping, especially getting up super early. But we went at 6. We didn't go buy electronics or anything. Well, we bought some toys and stuff. But I also got a video game and some cardigans because they were super cheap. And he got shelves for our garage. I'm really curious to see what's in here. So it's just the receipts that I mentioned from our Target shopping. And there's a list of things that I wanted to buy from Target. I didn't want to go unprepared, so I made a list of the things to look for. This was my no spend list. I should probably write that down. But yeah, this was my no spend. So the big red squares are days that I spent on myself instead of like Christmas presents for people. And so the other thing that was in the pocket, when we first moved into this house and my husband was moving the big furniture upstairs, he accidentally gouged some parts of this wall when you go up the stairs. And we were having a New Year's party a couple months after we moved in, and we didn't get a chance to fix up the gouges, so I just quickly drew some faces on some scrap paper and stuck them over the gouges. So you guys probably recognize these people, maybe, but this is what I used to cover it. And also it made people laugh too, so that was pretty good. But these came down while we were cleaning up for the Christmas party that we had here. And also I like to just make signs to help people out in our house. So I had this hanging up in the bathroom. It says wipe hands here, and I stuck it by where the hand towels were. so that people wouldn't get confused, and that's supposed to be Mr. Hanky. Oh, well, if I kept reading, here is a write-up of what's in the pocket. Jeez. I guess we did advent calendars for the whole month of December up until New Year's. So one of the other things that he gave me was Play-Doh, like the mini tubs of Play-Doh. And I ended up not keeping them. I asked him permission if I can give them away. So I donated them to the library, like the children's department, because I knew they'd make use of them. But of course, before I gave them to the library, I had to open it and smell it first, just to smell that nostalgia. And these are just the labels from the mini bottles of whiskey that my husband put in my advent calendar. And yeah, so the doodles are all like colored in with that 10-in-1 pen from Target. Oh, and this is the other tape design from IKEA. And I think this is the last day. Yeah, last day in this journal. This is the movie ticket from when we went to go see The Hobbit. As you can tell, it's fading. It's December 27th. And we were going to dinner at they're like family friends, but then they're also like parents to my husband and I. So we went to their house for dinner. It was very delicious. Oh, and I was sad because I had to return a purse that I bought. Because I noticed there was a rip on it, but I didn't notice it at the store. That was pretty crappy. And it was at Winners. So it was similar to TJ Maxx, where usually you only find like one or maybe two of an item. Of a purse, I should say. One or two of that style. I should be more specific. But yeah, so then, what else? Yeah, there wasn't another one that I could replace it with, which really sucked. So I worked that day. After work, we went to the mall. Had udon for lunch. I made a little udon doodle there. I don't know what my washi theme was. It looks like a huge mess now that I look at it. And again, the doodles and all that were filled in with that 10-in-1 ballpoint pen. And there's some cute stickers. Yeah, going through this, I'm glad I went through this right now. It's getting me more into the Christmas spirit. Tomorrow is December 1st, technically. And we've been listening to Christmas music in our vehicle for like the past maybe 2 weeks now. I'm not sure. But it's been pretty good. Feeling more and more Christmassy. And that's it for this journal. Oh, yeah, so this is where the journal exploded. So the day that this part belongs to is in another journal. Alright, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, just leave it in the comment section below. Talk to you guys later. Bye!